Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to another session of Lit Capital's Market Outlook. I'm your host, Jacob, and today I'm joined by my main man, Vel. What's good, bro?
What's poppin', B?
Yeah, we good. So this week, we're bringing you another forecast of things to look out for on the charts. As normal, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as checking out our website at www.litcapital.co.uk to gain access to our Discord for free. All we need is your email address and name, and you can join the Lit community. Before we get into the charts as well, we're just going to check the economic calendar out for the week ahead. So as we go into it, there's not much happening in regards to news today. In fact, all of the news economically has actually already happened. So it was mainly Asian based, and we had a little bit coming out of Germany. So heading into Tuesday, we actually have some GDP for the euro and also GDP for Japan, which could bring us some opportunities come tomorrow morning, which is definitely something to look out for. As well as Wednesday, which is the first main day that we're kind of lighting our eyes up at, where we have the Bank of Canada interest rate decision. So, you know, for those that are following, interest rates and unemployment rates are mainly the main movers of the market. So those are the ones we tend to stick out and look out for coming into the week ahead. So Bank of Canada interest rates Wednesday afternoon. If you guys are interested in fundamental CAD data, definitely tune into that. Thursday, interest rate decision for the euro. Again, another appealing scenario for us leading into New York session on Thursday. We're due to gain a load of volatility and a load of excitement leading up to these days. So we also have some jobless claims for the US on Thursday as well as some crude oil stocks, which, you know, for those who are oil lovers like myself, definitely look out for that, as you're going to be able to gain some opportunity too. And there's a couple speeches coming out of the Bank of Canada, and President Lagarde for the euro is also speaking on Thursday evening. And then we finished the week off with GDP for the UK and CPI index for the US on Friday. So again, another, you know, high impact week full of news. So definitely look out for all of those. Excited for the opportunities rising. So before we go into it as well, definitely check out economic data. Like, for those that are not, you know, you're quite technical based, adding these fundamental news events into your trading is going to actually take it up a level as well. So let's go into the charts. I'm going to start off by looking at oil for you guys. So a few weeks ago, I've actually been calling out the $44 mark to actually get reached. We actually sort of got towards it, but then we had this big bearish week last week. So oil actually, you know, kind of done a bit of a retracement. For me, it's still bullish, as we can see on the weekly chart. It just done, in my opinion, it's formed a retracement leg in the move up, because we had, you know, a lot of bullish weeks. So wherever we get the move here, I'm not fully anticipating a reversal to continue straight away. I do think we are going to climb lower and possibly take out these liquidity areas below. So we have one here resting where it's quite an equal low, and we are getting a bit of a reaction now, which is kind of, in my opinion, enticing buyers in too early. And we do also have this imbalance area with this last down candle, which actually gave us that push up. So that'll be the first area I'm actually looking at. But overall, if we do go back to the daily, we can see it drop lower in order to clear this area too and this area too. So the other area I'll actually be looking at is around the 36 mark, which again, if we go down to the 4-hour chart, looks a bit more appealing in regards to a bigger retracement, as well as, you know, if we line up our Fibonacci and stuff like that, it's going to give us more confluences in regards to this area. So we have 2 point of interest areas for oil, like I said. So this area here will be the first one, which is sitting at around just below the 38 mark. So that's where, you know, key level as well. So that's where I'll firstly be looking to see if we get a reaction from here. If not, and it does decide to wipe more liquidity out, the 36 mark is also where I'll be looking at, roughly around there. So, you know, for those on the Discord, this will be posted in the charts section. So be sure to look out for that. Now I'm going to take you guys over to GBP USD. Again, we had another retracement on this pair, well, bearish week on this pair as well. So if we actually look at the higher picture, we can see some equal highs being formed. But in doing so, we can see this drop lower, in my opinion, to capture some liquidity. So the first area that I actually am interested in regards to this coming lower is some way down. We're talking over 200 pips down. So I do see this actually getting taken out and retesting lower areas, because it has been bullish for some time now. So if you can imagine the amount of people lining up in regards to buy orders being placed in this market, you know, the institutions are going to want to take that liquidity out, because a lot of people are riding this trade with them. So first area here, obviously we are approaching this last down candle as well. I'm not ignoring that as well. But I'll definitely be looking to see a reaction if we get one here. But in my opinion, the higher time frame is looking like it can come a bit lower. So there are talks of Brexit talks being resumed this week as well, because I think a deadline is being mentioned in regards to October 15th agreement that Boris Johnson's kind of speaking about in the news lately, in regards to them actually agreeing something, because they're still at a stonewall in regards to negotiations. So that could speed up or provide us some volatility in this pair, because there's still uncertainty regarding Brexit. So for me, I am looking for lower movement on the GBP USD. Also depends on the DXY too, but I'm going to let Cavell talk about that. But in my opinion, you know, this is just going to be a retracement so that we do continue up higher to capture more liquidity. So I was targeting a 135-200 area. For me, it is still a target, but we are in that retracement phase, so we could see downside movement. And lastly, I'm going to bring you guys AED USD, very similar as well to GBP USD. In regards to, we had that bearish week where it kind of pushed down lower with the non-farm payroll coming out and such and such. So this will be the first area that I'm looking at. As you can see, we did get quite a bullish push up from this area. So looking to see what price does here. And if it does want to retrace lower, we do have this area down here that did not get mitigated out of either. So that is what I have my eyes on for the week ahead. As we can see, the weekly picture, it can still give us a bit more of a retracement because it was bullish for a long time. So all depending vastly on what the DXY wants to do, if we can maintain that strength or not, it will definitely help with this pair. So all these charts that I've gone through, guys, they will be posted in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you know what you do. You know what to do. Head over to litcapital.co.uk and please give us your details, and you can get access for free. So that's me, guys. Gonna hand you over to Cavell.
I'm gonna say what you usually say, bro, which is appreciate you, Vel. So yeah, appreciate you, Jay. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe. I think we'll start making silly noises now to get you guys to subscribe. But yeah, hit the bell for notifications to keep up to date with what we got cooking. I'm gonna share my screen now and just really take you guys through what we're looking at. So thanks for that, Jay. Just in regards, guys, to the DXY now, very simply, Jay's already told you what's happening for the news in regards to the week ahead. So with the DXY, we are anticipating a move downwards. I mean, we got caught up in a congestion of consolidation here, where pretty much really the dollar was getting manipulated and accumulated and pushed up. You know, we had some news for the NFP, which pushed the pound up. I keep saying the pound. Pushed the dollar up. But we've had a look at the bonds, and the bonds are showing us that, in fact, the dollar should lose its strength because the yields are also going up as well. So, yeah, we've got an inverse correlation there, which is supporting our theory in the dollar losing its strength. And the only reason why it's not at the moment is simply because it's purely getting manipulated. So, you know, when you look at it from the daily, it looks like a nicer lower low to lower high to show you that it can actually come down, fill some imbalance that we've got over here on the left hand side. and work out of another institutional level that we've got beneath there. So I'll take on to my next pair, which is Euro NZD, another pair which it actually played out nicely to our daily setup. We wanted price to come up here so we could get the move down. But what we haven't seen, if I just go into the smaller time frame, is we haven't really seen price come down and continue to push or even pull back to come lower. It looks like now we might be getting that optimal entry. But yesterday, on Friday, when we was trying to short this, it did stop us out of our 35 pip margin, which wasn't cool. It did actually work out of our institutional level, interestingly. But nonetheless, we'll be looking to try and catch this one to come down, as we've got at least a 355 pip. How accurate is that? We've got over a 300. You can see it's over a 400 pip really move to the downside. So, there's room that we want to really attack this from going back up. But of course, for that to happen, ultimately we'd like this weekly lit block to be targeted. So that's going to give us actually over 600 pips, just under 555. So yeah, we're looking to catch this one short. So really just looking to see what the price is doing. The euro's been strong last couple of weeks. Now it looks like it's fading away, but we want to make sure it is fading and that it's not just, pulling back to now go long. They did have some positive news which came out about the French, I think it was 100 billion that they're looking to pump into their economy from next year. The French, the Euro, the French and Germans, excuse me. So there's good news for the Euro coming. So we'll see what happens. My last pair is going to be gold for you guys. We did give out a very nice buy on gold on our morning setup, on our morning pre-session live stream. So if you guys don't already know, every Tuesday to Friday we provide live stream sessions for the London Open, which is 6:30 a.m. GMT to 8:30 a.m. GMT, and we literally stalk the markets, provide live trades that we're looking at. And this was a trade that we was eyeing up. We actually got onto another stream for the NFP, so around 1 p.m. UK time we was also on the call, half an hour ahead of the NFP results. So, we was able to catch over 230 pips with this move coming long. Now, however, it does seem like gold could come down lower. But of course, if the dollar, loses its strength, then we'd really expect, gold to recuperate the lows it's created and, take out these equal highs, etc. above. So look out for the Discord. There's going to be a lot of updates inside of there. And ultimately, guys, we've got a lot of information that's helping you guys form a stronger opinion on what you should be trading and what bias you should be having. So really do pay attention to the Discord, the fundamental news updates, the podcast. We've got another podcast coming out this week, which is going to be stocks related. So we've put together a stocks portfolio for you guys, and we're going to go into thorough detail which stocks would be best for you. Of course, which stocks would be best, but also depending on how much you're looking to invest, of course, which ones would make more sense. So there's a lot of information coming. You guys have been with us. You've been loyal. We appreciate you. But every day is money day. For that exact reason, we want you guys to be on this train. So if you haven't already, take advantage of our premium services for our mentoring program over at litcapital.co.uk. You know the vibe. You know the vibe. You know the vibe. The lit way is every way, because every day is money day. Peace out.